I look like Willie Nelson's least talented grandson, but the one that could always get Grandpa the good weed. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. No, I grew up very religious on a cattle farm. I grew up, let's just put it this way, okay? I grew up very religious, the type of family that you talk about Hannah Montana, but you don't dare mention the sinful name of Miley Cyrus, okay? Like my bedroom had the chronological Bible history around the area. My grandmother read me Bible stories to go to bed with. You know, very, very religious cattle farm that I grew up on. And you see some weird shit on a cattle farm, okay? One of the weirdest things I ever saw a cow get abducted. Broad daylight, abducted by aliens. They pulled up in a Buick Skylark, about 7 of them got out. There was a little girl with a Dora the Explorer backpack. She was the translator for this deal. They pulled a roll of $100 bills out of their pocket about the size of a Coca-Cola can, started peeling off hundreds, paid my dad for this cow. And they were like, "We good?" Dad's like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, I'll go get the trailer around, you guys give me your address, and we'll, and they're like, "Nah, we good." Pulled out a machete out of the trunk, chopped the cow's head off, put it in the trunk, and then the little girl turned around and goes, "Would you guys like to come to a barbecue?" That's how my parents learned how to make tamales. And that Fox News is spelled F-A-U-X. It's a joke for the Swedish, because it's somewhat French, no. Growing up on a cattle farm, you get really bored. You get bored, you got a lot of time on your hands, and so I did the unthinkable. I tried to grow pot on my dad's cattle farm. All right, we got enough land, he's never gonna find it, right? But no, he figured it out. The cows ate 3 months worth of sweet feed in one weekend. I don't know if you guys can do the math on that. 120 cows eating 3 months worth of food in one weekend. Some would say they had the munchies. I would say, I don't know how they figured that out, you know? Dad decided, he's like, "I'm gonna find out what's going on." So he got on his four-wheeler and he drove around the pasture and he found my little crop, and the fence was all trampled and the plants were all munched up, you know? And he snatched a few plants out of the ground, he brought them to me, and he was shaking them in my face, and he was like, "Did you do this, Wesley? Did you risk this entire family operation? All of your inheritance on the hoof, and all of your inheritance in the 120-gallon deep freeze in the garage? You're risking it all to grow drugs on my cattle farm, Wesley?" And I looked at my dad in his face, and I was really sorry. And I told him, I was like, "Dad, I'm really sorry. I was just trying to raise the stakes a little higher." He didn't like that very much. So we tried to raise Wagyu beef, like registered Wagyu beef. My dad's notoriously cheap, like he likes to save money anywhere he can. So he decided he was gonna buy himself a discount bull to get these Wagyu beef cows, whatever. And we had a little trouble selling them because the Wagyu beef bull that he bought had already been retired. And so we couldn't register it as Wagyu beef. Like we could sell it as Wagyu beef, but it had to be like Wagyu beef with an asterisk. Like it's the Wagyu beef that you can only buy at Aldi's, you know what I mean? Okay. So Dad's also a really inventive guy, and so what he did, he's like, "I'm gonna figure out a way to sell this beef. I'm gonna market it differently." So what we did is we bought a helicopter, right? And we put all this beef in the helicopter, and then we fly it all the way across the country until it gets over the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. Do you guys know where the Sierra Nevada mountains? Okay. Once it gets over those mountains, then the helicopter catches into fire and crashes into the mountainside, and we then repackage that beef as Kobe beef. Sounds like some of you are gonna have a little Kobe beef with me after this set's over. It's all right, I'm selling it in the parking lot. I got a deep freezer in the back of my Mitsubishi. You can come find me. I got a little beef with DJ Khaled. Does everybody know who DJ Khaled is? DJ Khaled said he doesn't eat pussy, and I say, looks like you eat everything else, DJ Khaled. I got a little advice for DJ Khaled. I used to be a 300-pound man. Now, granted, I don't know what it's like to wear a t-shirt while I'm swimming in my Dom Perignon swimming pool, but I do have a little bit of advice for DJ Khaled, and that is, pussy is 0 calories, my man. You can eat as much of that as you want. You'll never gain a pound. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wes Richter. Please come see me in Florence. Give it up in the seat, Jonathan Silver.
Get up for Wes, you guys. Give it up for Wes. And give it up for pussy. Where are my pussy eaters at? You guys out here? You guys good? Woo! I love that shit. Where my dick suckers at? Dick suckers, where you guys at? The single people trying to find out whether. Trying to do a matchmaking show. All right, you guys have made it to the final comedian of the night. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves. And your final comedian of the night is the first person to ever perform at Stand Up Live. He is a godfather of Huntsville comedy. He runs Epic Comedy Hour and Incredible Comedy Hour, two